So the project of the last week or so has been this little board that I drew up. And it exists to control these lights that you might put on your patio. And what's interesting about these in particular is they have no data line. These are just two-wire pixels, essentially. And they just send the data over the power line. So you get a series of pulses and it decodes that and gives you the color that you request. But also, they have white mode. So you reverse the polarity and now you get bright white. So these have been quite interesting to work on. And I wrote a custom component and also did a little hacking on the ESPHome remote transmitter component to equip it to deal with switching the outputs around, because it's essentially an H bridge where the positive line on one side needs to be pulsed, and on that same side the FET that goes to ground needs to be PWM'd, so pulsed again. And then the other pin is just basically positive or negative, but of course it's an H bridge, so they've got to be opposite each other, which means the remote transmitter has to be disabled. And it's a P channel FET, so it's got to be open collector or open drain. So there's crazy going on here, but I got it all working. So these are the lights, and they happen to ship with LEDs that have 4 addresses, 1 through 4, and I got it working. So we can pick colors on the whole string, and just for giggles, I was testing a color effect, so they'll actually chase colors here. It's nothing too crazy at the moment, but it mimics what the original controller could do. And speaking of the original controller, the whole reason for this project is because the original one here died. Its brain went dead. This little, what is that, 16 or 18 pin chip appears to be a Holtec microcontroller, and it's dead, no working. So that motivated me to do this and write a bunch of code over the last couple of days, and it works. So I'm actually going to tear out the other ones because I like this much better. With the SP32, I can integrate it with Home Assistant, and of course all the perks that come with that. So yeah, it's pretty happy with this.